Standard 7th, chapter number 9, rational numbers. In the last few sessions we learned about the rational numbers, what is numerator, what is denominator, what is positive and negative rational numbers, etc. Also, we saw how to represent the rational numbers on a number line. And then at last, we saw how to convert the given rational number in its standard form. We know that in the standard form, the denominator must be a positive integer. Means if it is a negative rational number, the negative sign must be in the numerator. And the other condition is that the numerator and denominator should have only one as their common factor. No other common factors must be there. Now, today we are going to learn about the comparison of rational numbers. Comparison means among the given two rational numbers, how to decide which is a greater rational number and which is a smaller rational number. Now, we know that on a number line, if two rational numbers are there, then the number which is to the right side of the other number is positive, and the number which is on the left side will be smaller number. Now, without representing them on number line, also we can compare them. Now, if the two numbers are positive rational numbers, then we already learned in the chapter of fractions how to compare the two fractions. What did we do in it? We find out their equivalent fractions such that both of them having the same denominator. Means we converted them in like fractions, and then we compare the numerator. The number whose numerator is larger is bigger than the other number. So when the both rational numbers are positive, we can easily compare as same way as we did in the fractions. Now, if both numbers are negative rational numbers, then also it is very, very easy. What we have to do? First, compare that two rational numbers ignoring their sign. Means the negative sign, take it out and compare them without the negative sign. And then reverse the order. When you put the sign, negative sign back, then order will be reversed. Means the greater will be smaller and smaller will be greater. For example, look here. To compare minus 9 upon 5 and minus 7 upon 5. First we will compare by ignoring the negative sign. Means we will compare 9 upon 5 and 7 upon 5. Now here you can see that they are like fractions, and therefore 9 is greater than 5, 9 greater than 7. So 9 upon 5 is greater than 7 upon 5. But now we need negative numbers. So what we did? we put minus sign, but the sign changed, greater to smaller. So minus 9 upon 5 is less than minus 7 upon 5. So to compare two negative rational numbers, we have to do the same thing by ignoring the negative sign. Then compare them, and then when you put the negative sign, just the reverse is the order. Now, what about if a negative rational number and a positive rational number is to be compared? We already know about it. That the numbers which are on the right side of 0 means are they all positive numbers, and to the left side of 0 they are negative numbers. And always it is obvious that positive numbers are greater than the negative numbers. It means that if one negative rational number and one positive rational numbers are given, then always positive rational number is greater than the negative rational numbers. Doesn't matter how big is the rational negative number. So 3 by 5 and minus 7 by 5. Here 7 is greater than 3, but negative is there, and therefore obviously 3 upon 5 is greater than minus 7 upon 5. So positive rational number is always greater than a negative rational number. So when you have to compare one negative and one positive rational number, you have to remember that positive rational number is always greater than the negative rational number. Now, if the numbers are given like that, look here, minus 3 upon minus 5 and minus 2 upon minus 7. Here, first of all, we have to convert them in their standard form. So, I multiplied them by minus 1 upon minus 1. So, we get 3 upon 5 and 2 upon 7. Now, they don't have same denominator. So, we take the LCM 35 and convert them with the equal denominator. So, 3 upon 5 we multiply by 7 upon 7. So, we get 21 upon 35, and here we get 10 upon 35. Now, we know that 21 is greater than 10. It means that 21 upon 35 is greater than 10 upon 35. Means that 3 upon 5 is greater than 2 upon 7. So, when this situation occurs, first we convert them into the standard form, and then we compare them by doing the same that we did in the fractions. Now, we will learn that how many rational numbers will lie between given two rational numbers. First, let us talk about integers. Suppose you are given two integers, say minus 3 and 2. How many integers are between them? So minus 3 and 2, so there is minus 2, minus 1, 0 and 1. So there are 4 integers between minus 3 and 2. How many integers are there between minus 5 and 0? There are 4. Minus 4, minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1. How many integers are there between 3 and 4? You can say that between 3 and 4 there is no integers. So in all the situations you will see that you can count the the integers between given two integers. Doesn't matter they are big also. Suppose I ask you how many integers are there between minus 50 and 50. Then also you can easily find out minus 50 to 0 and 0 to 50. There are 100, but take out that 2. So 98. So there are 98 integers between minus 50 and 50. It means that between any two integers, the number of integers are finite, means definite. Now let us understand if it is same between the two rational numbers also. Means between given two rational numbers, how many rational number can lie? Actually, we will understand now that between two rational numbers, infinite numbers can be obtained. Means there are so many rational numbers are lying between any two rational numbers. Let us understand with an example. Let us take the numbers minus 3 upon 5 and minus 1 upon 3. Now we cannot directly find out the rational numbers between this. First of all, we have to convert them into like fractions by finding their equivalent fractions such that denominators of both rational numbers becomes equal. So we know that 3 and 5 has LCM 15. So to bring 15, we multiply by minus 3 upon 5 by 3 upon 3, so we get minus 9 upon 15. And to bring 15 here, we get 3, so we multiply 5 upon 5. So we get minus 1 5 is a minus 5 upon 15. So here between a minus 9 and minus 5, means minus 9 upon 15 and minus 5 upon 15, there are 4 numbers. Minus 8 upon 15, minus 7 upon 15, minus 6 upon 15. There is only 3 numbers. Minus 6, minus 7 and minus 8. So now it means that are there only 3 rational numbers lie between minus 9 upon 15 and minus 5 upon 15? No, that is not true. Because we can extend our idea. How? If we take minus 3 upon 5 and multiply with 30 upon 30 to get minus 90 upon 150. And similarly here with 10 upon 10, so both denominators are equal 150. And now we can see that between the minus 90 upon 150 and minus 50 upon 150, there is start from minus 89. Means minus 89 upon 150, minus 88 upon 150, minus 87 upon 150, minus 86 upon 150, up to minus 49 upon 150. There are total 39 rational numbers between those two numbers. Now you can multiply with bigger number, like 100 up. If you bring the different, same denominators must be there. You can multiply them again with 10 upon 10, 20 upon 20, 30 upon 30. Then you will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger rational numbers. It means that when we extend this idea, then we will get bigger and bigger bigger and bigger number of rational numbers between the two rational numbers. It means that the number, as I told you, we can find unlimited number of rational numbers between any two rational numbers. Now let us take some examples. First, I will take the example in the try this. Find 5 rational numbers between minus 5 upon 7 and minus 3 upon 8. So now here the two numbers are given. First of all, they are not like fractions. So first of all, we have to take LCM and convert them with the equal denominator. So LCM of 7 and 8 is 56. Therefore, minus 5 upon 7 is equal to minus 5 upon 7 multiplied by 7 8s are 56. So is equal to minus 8 5s are 40 upon 56, and similarly minus 3 upon 8. So that 8 will be multiplied by 7 to get 56. So 7 upon 7, that is minus 7 3s are 21 upon 56. Now you can see that there are so many rational numbers between minus 40 upon 56 and minus 20, starting from minus 39 to 20. So you can take any 5 rational numbers. Therefore, the 5 rational numbers between minus 5 upon 7 and minus 3 upon 8 are. Now it is not necessary that my answer and your answer will be equal, because between minus 40 and minus 21 I can take any 5 numbers. So are minus, I can take 38 upon 56, I can take minus 35 upon 56, minus 30 upon 56, minus 25 upon 56, and minus 23 upon 56. It must be between minus 21 and minus 40, and the denominator will be 56. I choose those 3 5. You can choose any other 5 also, but the method should be the same. So by this way you can find the 5 rational numbers. Let us take another example. Find 3 rational numbers between minus 2 and minus 1. Find 3 rational numbers between minus 2 and minus 1. Now you can see that they don't have any denominator. And between minus 2 and minus 1 there are no integers, but there are so many rational numbers. So here minus 2 is equal to minus 2 into, you can multiply with any number, means say 5 upon 5 is equal to minus 5 2s are 10 upon 5. And similarly minus 1 also can as minus 5 upon 5. So now between minus 10 upon 5 and minus 5 upon 5, so many rational numbers. So the 3 rational numbers between minus 2 and minus 1 are, so I can take minus 7 upon 5, minus 6 upon 5, and minus 4 upon 5. I could take minus 8 also, minus 9 also. Between, but I can't take, minus 4 upon 5 because it will go out. So we can take minus 8 upon 5, minus 7 upon 5, and minus 6 upon 5. We can't go beyond that two numbers, minus 10 and minus 5. So if there are integers also given, we know that integers can be like that, denominator can be 1, and therefore we can multiply by 5 upon 5. It is not necessary to multiply only by 5 upon 5. You can take 7 upon 7, you can take 8 upon 8, you can take 10 upon 10, and then write those numbers which are between these two range. So here we are going to finish the session and will be followed by PDF, and any confusion write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.